Ever find something you weren't supposed to? Something that just doesn't make any sense? Well, imagine you're a city worker, just doing a routine cleanup in the dusty basement of a public records building. Tucked away in a dark corner, you find a plain, unlabeled box. There's no tracking number, no storage record. It's like it just appeared out of thin air. Curiosity gets the better of you, so you open it. Inside, you find hundreds of photographs, each one neatly dated on the back. At first glance, they seem ordinary street scenes, landscapes, buildings, but then a coworker looks over your shoulder and freezes. He points at one photo. Wait a second. I know. That place. The photo shows a highway overpass, horrifically collapsed. He remembers the news story. It was a major disaster that happened just a few months ago. But then you flip the photo over. The date written on the back is from a full year ago, 6 months before the bridge ever fell. Chill runs down your spine. You start frantically checking the other photos. Here's one of a raging wildfire consuming a hillside neighborhood. Another shows a ferry, capsized and sinking. A third captures the exact moment a building explodes, showering the street in debris. You and your colleagues start cross-referencing them with recent news reports, the sick feeling in. Your stomach grows with every match. In every single case, the photograph was dated days, weeks, or even months before the actual event took place. Investigators are called in, and what they find is staggering. Over 90% of the images in that first box are confirmed to be of real, documented disasters, and every single one is predated. The photos aren't just predictions. They are perfect, detailed snapshots of future tragedies. But where did they come from? The box is a dead end. No fingerprints, no fibers, nothing. The real panic sets in when they find a separate folder inside the box. This one is labeled with a date just 3 weeks into the future. With trembling hands, they pull out the photos inside. They show a popular riverside concert venue, packed with people. The images are a horrifying sequence, a close-up of a critical support beam cracking, the stage buckling, and then the entire structure collapsing onto the crowd below. The concert is real. It's scheduled for that exact date. Officials don't hesitate. They inspect the venue. And just as a precaution, they cancel the event. Citing vague structural concerns, the night of the planned concert comes and goes. The venue stands empty. Nothing happens. For the first time, it seems like a disaster has been averted. Everyone breathes a tentative sigh of relief. Maybe it was all just a bizarre, elaborate hoax. But a few months later, the relief shatters. Another box appears in a different government storage facility. Again. No delivery record, no explanation. This one contains photos of a train derailment. Dated 9 days ahead, authorities act swiftly, rerouting all train traffic away from the location shown in the pictures. They think they've dodged another bullet, but on the exact date printed on the photo. A different train, on a completely different line but in the same region, derails in a catastrophic accident. It seems the future isn't so easy to change. You can alter the details, but the event itself, it still finds a way to happen. Over the next few years, more boxes surface. They appear randomly in secure storage areas across the country. Each one contains irrefutable photographic evidence of future events, and each time, despite the warnings, the events come to pass. The investigation becomes a top secret. High-level obsession, a race against a future that seems to be writing itself. But it yields nothing. No source, no motive, no explanation. Eventually, the entire project is deemed too sensitive, too dangerous. and is officially shut down and classified at the highest level. Years go by, the story fades into a classified legend, whispered about by a select few. One of those people, a former investigator on the project, breaks his silence decades later. He says the memory that haunts him most wasn't a picture of a disaster. It was the very last photo he ever saw from one of the boxes. It was a simple, mundane shot of an empty storage room, identical to the ones where the boxes were always found. In the middle of the floor sat a single, plain grey box. He turned the photo over. The date on the back was 1 month into his future. To this day, no one knows where the boxes came from. No one knows who or what is taking these pictures. And the most terrifying part, no one knows when or where the next one will appear. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy diving into mysteries like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more.